The death of a cosigner can mean an even bigger bill for student loan borrowers. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Barry Krieger. We all know it, education is expensive, and education loans can take decades to pay off. 22 News reporter Kate Walsh discovered some students getting a surprise bill in the mail, a bill they just can't pay.
It's a problem that's catching many students with private loans off guard. If their cosigner dies, they have to pay the rest of their loan all at once.
It's your loan. You're going to be responsible for paying it off.
Students know that all too well. Some also know they have a cosigner to help pay the loan if needed. But many don't know that if that cosigner dies, they have to pay the loan back in full right away.
I'm not sure that you should have to pay the loan back immediately, but you should be given a certain amount of time where it's plausible for a person to be able to pay back a loan.
This does not affect federal loans, which are the most popular kind, but it could impact the majority of students who take out private loans. In 2011, 90% of students with private loans had a cosigner. The Consumer Financial Protection Board reported that led to lower interest rates. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Board, lenders do have this clause in their contracts. Some students told 22 News if there's this much confusion, it should be made more obvious in the contracts for the future.
It should be very apparent in the most extreme cases that they will have to pay if the cosigner does pass off. I think that's very important, and it should be one of the first things addressed.
People need to read what they're signing. I mean, if they don't know what they're signing or they're not actually reading what they're signing, probably not a good idea.
Many affected borrowers said they had been paying their monthly bills on time. They didn't understand why they couldn't continue paying those bills each month just because their cosigner no longer could. This is a growing problem because it's now not just affecting those whose cosigners died. Students whose cosigners reported bankruptcy also found themselves having to pay the loan off right away, too. Live in the newsroom, Kate Walsh, 22 News.